Hello Leo, welcome or welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. We're covering September and October of 2025 and money, love, career, important relationships, and situations in your life. Jumping in here with the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. Let's see what we have for Leo. And keep in mind, these are all timeless readings as well. Okay, some people just like the date, but that's okay. There's that, but also they're intended for whenever you come to them. We have Awakening and 5. If you like numerology, we have 5. You are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. Okay, and I feel like you are peacefully taking charge of your life. I think this is a change for some of you. Rather than stomping away angry, saying, this is my life, I'm going to do it my way. You're like, you know what? I'm going to make the most out of the life that I have been given. And I'm not going to let other people dictate or criticize me, okay? And you're not going to engage in arguing with them or justifying why you're making certain decisions. And we have 52, which breaks down to 7, auric field. It's time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. So this is really important during a big change. Like if you're going through an awakening, and you no longer want to be tethered to what other people, want for you or think that you should do or be, it's time to cleanse your energy, cleanse your aura, and protect yourself peacefully and calmly. Okay, not in anger. I keep wanting to say not in anger for some reason. Call in energy protection and have faith that you're protected. Okay, don't use anger as your shield. Okay, use spirit protection that you're asking for as your protective shield. Clear your energy, strengthen your aura, which is going to help you be open to and find what you're searching for. Something better, more peacefully, your calling. All right, so I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you, Leo. I'm using the same decks that I've been using for the other signs for this series, but I feel like I want to switch to a Celtic cross layout for this one. Okay, Leo. Ooh, look at this, the King of Pentacles. So there's strong financial stability and security here. If you're not feeling this or you don't literally have it right now, you can find a way to create it. Someone might be wanting to buy a house. Someone might be building a house. You might be in construction and building a house for someone, and you're saying, oh, I want to do this for myself too. I need the construction materials though, because someone else is, paying for the construction materials for you to build somebody else a house, right? But this is you being able to build your own home, finding a way to do some of it yourself. That's really weird and specific. Like I don't normally get things quite that specific. That might be someone that you know. I'm also picturing a very historic home that you might be moving into or currently live in, and you're finally able to enjoy it. Look at this cute little dog. It's like if you wish to be home more, you're able to. You could be able to work from home or take a break and be a homemaker. Not that being a homemaker is taking a break. I don't mean it like that. But take a break from being out there in the workplace and do things your way. Being a homemaker is a lot of work. I know, I've done it, and I do it, amongst other things. But just being able to enjoy your surroundings. Yeah, somebody needs to be able to do that. They need to be able to rest. This is the Four of Swords. Your mind may have been scattered all over the place for a long time. You need a mental and physical rest. And this is here to tell you that it's really important that you do so. This little cat here is snuggling with the witch on this card, and he's like, oh, I'm going to play with her hair while I'm here, but we'll play more later. We're going to rest for now, but I'm not going to forget that there's some fun stuff I want to do when we wake up. So that's your challenge, is to give yourself this rest. Some of you might be saying, I can't afford to, I don't have enough money, I don't make enough money. I'm going to put that way so we can see them both. But there's always a way. It might not be right now, but you can start planning that way. Having your cake and eating it too. Someone might be saying, Leo, you're having your cake and eating it too. That's not fair. And you're like, excuse me, like I've worked hard for where I am now, for all that I have, for this time that I have to myself, and who are you to judge? So it's time to ignore that. Don't let people dictate your life to you. Someone's saying, Leo, you know what you should do? You should do this, you should do that, or you should do this way or that way. And it's like, yo, like I'm busy. And you don't have to make excuses as to like what you're doing that's keeping you so busy. Like, you don't need to report to anybody. If you're a grown adult, you do not need to report that to anybody. So in your foundation, your subconscious mind, we have the Page of Wands. So many of you are like, I want to do something different. I don't really know exactly what, but just something different. And it's time. I kind of want to... Okay, recent past experiences leading up to now and into the present, okay? You've had an important communication with someone. If you haven't yet, it's really important that you do. You're on the same page with someone. Maybe you were arguing as if you were on opposite sides, but you're actually on the same side. So it's time to like tone down the hype. Okay, see they're holding hands. The kitties down here are holding hands, and their tails are making a little heart. So I think you and another person are actually on the same side. Maybe you've been bickering because it's an emotionally charged situation that you've been dealing with, or one of you's been dealing with. One of you has been dealing with, not yous. But this is like a beautiful energy here. The Lovers also traditionally is about choice. So maybe you and another person are making a choice together. It's time to have a discussion. A peaceful, calm discussion. And it's like your world suddenly changes from turmoil to, wow, like this is promising. This is promising. This is peaceful. I like where I live. I like my home. If you live with someone, if this is your partner, I like being here. This is good. We're going to figure this out. Look at this. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is like strong money and stability here in this reading. And look at these little kitties here. There's like a mommy cat and two kittens. Yeah, this is really about being comfortable in wherever you call home. Finances are good, having enough to share with others if you wish. You're being selective about that and not in an unkind way. It's not that. It's just realizing like I don't have to give money and stuff to other people to validate myself. And I don't need their validation by taking from me. Like that's just not the way it works, which is wonderful. But many of you are doing something totally different with your life and you're getting some resistance. And I want to remind you again, don't respond in anger. Near future energy, the Knight of Pentacles, there's an offer coming your way. So once you realize that like you want to do things a little bit differently, an offer comes your way. This is slow and steady progress. So the expression Rome wasn't built in a day is coming to mind. Even though I can't stand it when some people say that, but it makes a good point. Representing you right now is you may have been really worried about a lot of things, but the things that you're worried about are not very likely to happen at all, and it's draining your energy. The sun's out here, and there's a beautiful little cardinal there. Say like, come on, like look over this way, and all these swords are pointing that way. Like look out there. There is something better. You might not find the answer in all of these books here. Books are great, don't get me wrong. Like increasing your knowledge is always good, but it's like you might be looking at tarot too much, listening to tarot too much, asking somebody, will this happen? Will that happen? Do you think I should do this? Do you think I should do that? And it's time to get out of that energy, tap into your confidence, and like look out that window. Like there's beauty out there. The sun is shining. The sun is about abundance and peace and good health. You're not trapped. So I want to say that, Leo, you're not trapped. Okay, so your environment, here we go. Here's your opportunities. There are so many things that maybe you haven't even considered. It's time to expand your horizons, think outside the box. See how the witch on this card is holding this tiny little globe. It's the earth. It looks really small. And they're like, oh, wow, like my world could be much bigger than I realize. I'm not limited. I have choices. I've been limiting myself, maybe by listening to, other people's negativity. There we go. Hope, fears, advice. Okay. It's time to go. You might be like, oh my gosh, if I make a big change, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, but at least you have an idea where you're headed. And the fear of the unknown is the only thing that can hold you back. Yes, it's definitely important to plan ahead, but we can't always have all of the exact answers. Like, well, if I make this move, if I make that decision, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Well, we're not going to know, but we can do what we can, like, to make a sound decision. Like, okay, well, this makes sense. There's no danger here. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe have a plan B, that type thing, but it's time to go. And this is like, it's not that your experiences were all bad. For some of you, it could be just like, okay, this is done, or I have outwarmed my welcome somewhere, or someone else has outwarmed their welcome. Like, this is done. This has been like, somebody's been trying to force this for too long. It's time to move on. And look, we have temperance. So this is about balancing that out. This could also represent a Sagittarius. Like, something's gone on too long. Someone's saying, that's it. I need to get up and start exercising. I cannot be sitting here all day anymore. I'm too sedentary. I need to move around more. I need to get out of the house. I need fresh air. Like, this has been excessive, right? Anything can be excessive, okay? Obsessively exercising can become, that can become excessive. Obsessive and excessive. Like, anything can become excessive. So we need to be careful about that. But that's what is going to help you, like creating this balance in your life for yourself. So think about your body, mind, spirit, and don't do anything in the extreme. It's very important. I just feel like a Leo listening might want a love message for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 3 from here for a separate love message, okay? Somebody definitely needs a break from another person. It doesn't mean months, like to the point where you're risking completely breaking up. But you might need to go out to the movies with a girlfriend or a guy friend, or out to dinner or something, and do your own thing, or start doing your own thing more than you normally do. Okay, yeah, that's really going to bring you to some like peace. Like, what's that expression? Oh, I can't think of it. But like, it takes a village, or just being around other people in your community can do you a lot of good. If you're in a partnership, being around other people can do you a lot of good, rather than just being only the two of you together all the time, right? It's really important. This is also a marriage card. So some of you could be getting married. You could be engaged. It could be a celebration of an engagement or a marriage. Okay, so that's another love message separately. And we have the King of Cups. So it could be, you could be connecting with a water sign, and this could be, someone's getting married at the beach, I'm getting. That could be the person marrying you. This could be a counselor. You might be getting some like pre-marriage counseling. Not because you have a problem in your relationship, but some people do that traditionally. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I think the couple should be sure enough about one another, but I don't know. Don't go by me. But that's okay. I don't judge. If that's what some people do, that's great. But this is a really happy celebration for someone here. I feel like there's abundance. There's an abundance of love and support around a couple. And we have strength again, Leo. This card keeps coming out a lot. This represents Leo, but this card has been coming out in every reading today so far. So this is about tapping into your confidence, feeling good about yourself, whether or not you're with your other person. Your relationship has more strength than you may realize. It's just so important to communicate with one another. I know that you're on the same side, and there's a beautiful emotional bond here for somebody listening. And yeah, for those of you who are looking for love messages that have been through a recent heartbreak, this is Spirit acknowledging that through the tarot and my reading, acknowledging that, saying it's going to be okay, you're going to heal, and it's going to happen faster than you could imagine compared to like how you had been feeling or how you're currently feeling. So that's for people who have experienced a recent heartbreak. And look, you're going to have mental clarity very soon, and you're going to be like, I really dodged a bullet. I really dodged a bullet. And you're going to be like, on to the next thing. It might not be the next person. Some of you might want to go back to school or something, or, you know, focus on something else. Someone wants to focus on their music career. Somebody has a music career, or art or something like that. You might want to focus on that before getting involved in a relationship again. Okay, so we've got singles messages and couples messages here for you, Leo. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Please look down below. There's a hype button now. So if you hit that hype button, it will give this video or my channel some points somehow, which I think, or I hope, will be a really great thing for channel creators and for YouTube creators. And also hit the like button. I'd greatly appreciate that. Comment below if this resonated. It would really help the channel. Share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're interested in a private reading, my email is below in the description box. Thanks for being here, Leo. I will see you again soon.